We have hundreds of new Android and Windows handsets coming out every year, and it seems that there are more and more along the way. We have sensor requirements for navigation and augmented reality that require the kind of precision that you would normally expect from military sensor sets coming out of a 50-cent part. How do we do that? And finally, as you heard earlier, you want to put as many different sensors in a package as you can. Well, every time that you upgrade, it becomes a different integration challenge. This is not meant to be a product line for these manufacturers. I just want to show you the list of manufacturers. It's a partial list of sensor vendors that we deal with on a regular basis to some extent or another. And the dots represent the requests from OEMs. So you notice that some of the folks here have bigger product lines. But I just want to show you, if you count the number, we are dealing with more than 18 sensor vendors, quite a bit more. And we're dealing with 26 sensor product lines. Not talking about a device model. I'm talking about a line of models from that vendor. OEMs, Android, Windows, at least 16 that we're dealing with, ultimately hundreds if you count the small ones. Every one of them wants a unique product. Every one of them wants to characterize what they have in a way that differentiates them from others. They want to use sensors that way. We at least have only 2 HLOS vendors we're dealing with. Ooh, isn't that nice? However, we have releases coming once or twice a year. We have new sensor types, humidity, added recently in Android 4.0. We have virtual sensors, which are combinations of sensors, various inertial sensors that create something like orientation, like heading, so that you don't have to worry about the algorithms. Every time there's a release of sensor APIs there's deprecated APIs, there's new APIs. If you are an Android developer and you've been there and you look at the Android Sensors Manager reference, you are reading tea leaves. What does it mean? They have little axis diagrams and they show you which way things are pointed. The only way that I've been able to find out what it really means is to reverse engineer it by trial and error until I find a set of formulas that is consistent with what's there. I bleed for all of the apps developers who are trying to develop a cool UI and have to worry about all of this. So sensors requirements, sometimes very, very strict. You have to have a particular range of lux measurement for your ALS. Other times extremely big. What's the performance requirement in angular accuracy for the orientation sensor in Android? I don't know. And we're trying to build a device that meets requirements. Very poorly defined. Somebody mentioned software.